Hi, I'm Ricardo, broker with Marisol Properties. Today, I want to talk to you about something that happened to me a few times in the past 2 weeks. I get a call, and it is somebody that wants to see one of my listings. And I make an appointment, I show them the house, and then they say it's not exactly what they're looking for, but they are only going to deal with listing agents because I'm trying to tell them I can show them other properties. I am able to represent them. They want to deal only with a listing agent. Do not call the listing agent. Here's why, okay? The listing agent represents the seller. The listing agent is the agent of the seller. Yes, a listing agent can represent you as well if you call them in the purchase of a property. Here in Florida, they would need to change the transaction to what is called a transaction agent. They cannot be your single agent with the full fiduciary responsibilities and duties and your true agent. You do not want that. You want to have a single agent representing you. And here's why. This is one of the most important transactions of your life. You're going to buy a house. It's a big purchase. You need somebody that really knows what they're doing. And we are trained to know everything about real estate. We have the knowledge. You don't have the same type of knowledge unless you're in real estate because that's not your field. So you're getting in touch with an agent so the agent can bring that knowledge to you and help you throughout the transaction. An agent, by definition, has a responsibility to you. It's what is called agency law. We represent you, and if you are represented by a single agent, you have the full fiduciary duties, which means that I have to put your needs ahead of my needs. And that's what you want. You want a single agent to represent you. This is not an easy transaction. This is something that it's going to go through a lot of steps. And it's important to have somebody that you can trust that will represent you. Selecting an agent is probably one of the most important things you're going to do. You're going to find a person that clicks, that you feel good about, that you understand, that you think, hey, this is the person that is, I trust them completely and they're going to represent me for this. And that's not easy because as realtors, we have a bad reputation. We are often not trusted. In our brokerage, we like to think that we are trusted. As a matter of fact, our slogan is the most trusted realtors, and that is because we work really hard for that. It is important that you find somebody that you're going to feel a connection with, that you're going to trust in this important transaction. Not trusting causes problems. And let me give you some examples. Here in Florida, we are a homestead state in the sense that the spouse has some rights in terms of the homestead. What that means is like things like when you go to close on a house, if you're married, even if the mortgage is only on your name, your spouse, if you're married, will have to sign the documents as well. Now, what happens is, if somebody is separated or they're going through a divorce and they're buying a house, they don't want the spouse there, still the spouse, that's why the law is there to protect so that somebody doesn't go ahead and put a mortgage on a house without the spouse knowing that they did that. So there are laws regarding that. The reason I bring this up is in relationship to trust is because a lot of times I ask my clients, hey, tell me all about this, and I really want to understand their position and where they're at and what they're putting down. And then one of the questions that I ask is, are you married? If I'm dealing with a couple, are you married? And the reason I ask that is because of that law, and I understand the importance of that. Let me tell you a story. Once I was dealing with a couple that I actually asked that question, are you married? And they said yes. And right before the closing, it turned out that they were married. They were just not married to each other. They were each married to somebody else. And one of the spouses refused to sign, and the whole thing fell through. But I bring that up in terms of trust. It's like, tell me the truth throughout. I mean, in that case, it was the truth. But some people hide things like, oh, I'm not going to trust you all the way. No, I'm here to help you. I'm here to represent you. I'm your agent, meaning that I'm going to act on your behalf. So I need to know everything there is to know in order for me to do my job and to represent you. If you don't feel that you can tell me everything and you can trust me, then I'm not your agent. You need to find somebody that you feel connected with, that you're going to trust. Okay. I would love to be your agent, but obviously, as I just said, I may not be the one that clicks with you, that you feel connected to. Find the right agents. That is the most important thing. Well, thank you for watching. Till the next one.